Hello everybody, this is Hunter Starcraft bringing you another pro Korean matchup. Very excited to be bringing you this battle here. Two very strong Korean players featured in this game today. The Zerg player here spawning at the 12 o'clock position is going to be FruitSeller. FruitSeller was ranked for quite a while as the #1 Zerg player on the Korean ladder. So big title there. I'm not sure if he's currently ranked as #1, but he was about a week and a half ago. So good for him. Looking forward to see his play. He is going up against SoundWeRRa, part of the WeRRa clan. Lot of strong talent on their roster. A very strong Korean clan. Really looking forward to this battle. We're going to have to see what happens. FruitSeller, I've seen quite a fair number of his games. I have not seen him lose yet, so I guess I'm going to say that he is slightly favored in this matchup, but we're just going to have to see how the battle plays out. Quite an economic build so far for FruitSeller, as we do not have a spawning pool yet at 13 supply, and he is continuing to pump drones out. Conversely, SoundWeRRa is opening with a pretty standard build, getting his barracks at the same time as his refinery, putting up the refinery just a few seconds afterwards. Still getting SCVs, obviously. And for FruitSeller at 15 supply, still nothing. So are we going to see a fast expand? It does look like that is the case. We are going to get a 16 hatch from FruitSeller. So certainly an economic build. And I'm not sure how that is going to come into play in this game, as FruitSeller is going for the economic build. SoundWeRRa is going for something more conventional. And after this barracks drops, we're going to have to see what he chooses to do next. The Overlord has been able to effectively scout everything that's gone on in the Terran base so far, and we are seeing a tech lab. So the tech lab, along with the very early refinery, is indicating possible Reapers. That would be my guess, but we're just going to have to wait and see. What is going, certainly well for the Zerg player at this point is the scouting. The very short distance as the bird flies gets the Overlord into the Terran base very quickly. That Overlord sitting there, he sees the tech lab. He sees the timing of everything that the Terran player is putting down. SoundWeRRa finally getting his SCV towards FruitSeller's base. And is he going to scout the main, or is he going to scout the natural? He is scouting the natural at this point. He is going to see the fast expansion. So that is, it looks like actually that's all that SoundWeRRa needs to know, as he is leaving right now. He is going to head back home with that SCV, and the spawning pool has arrived, and the extractor just popping right now. A very late extractor. Roach Warren as well going up. So the Roach Warren is in response to the Reapers. The Overlord has seen the Reaper come out, so as a result, FruitSeller has put up that Roach Warren right away. Going to get some roaches on the creep. Going to try to defend as best he can against this early Reaper harassment. Certainly going to need roaches on the creep. Queen on the creep. Zerglings, more specifically Speedlings, very effective against Reapers if you can micro your Zerglings properly. Zerglings not opting to take on that Reaper just yet. They are going to, and they're going to take out that SCV. That is just brutal. The SCV should have been in that bunker safe and sound, but he was just, he was out to lunch or something, because he got surrounded and he's dead. This Reaper was able to take out 2 or 3 Zerglings, and now heading back to the natural. But this Queen is going to be quite a formidable force against any Reapers, as Queens have a ton of HP and they do a lot of damage against Reapers. So 2 Reapers at this point, going to try to land a couple D8 charges off, but those roaches on the creep and now off the creep are going to push these away. Reapers trying to kite the roaches as effectively as possible. Much easier to kite with the Reapers because they're fast to begin with, and at this point SoundWeRRa has the Nitro Pack upgrade, so very fast Reapers. And look at this. This is a 4th barracks going down, so it looks like we're going to see a 5 racks Reaper play from SoundWeRRa. This is very much an all-in maneuver, so this is pretty make it or break it right now for the Terran player. He needs to do something effective. I mean, he's invested so heavily in barracks, 5 barracks. That could have been 15 SCVs. So he's got to do something. I would hope that he's going to at least be able to shut down that natural expansion. Doesn't look like he's doing that just yet. He is accumulating Reapers and going to try to kite these Zerg forces as best he can. But there are a lot of them. I mean, 3 roaches already. We've got a couple Zerglings in the mix as well. That 1 Reaper does go down. The bunker was salvaged. And 3 Reapers with Nitro Packs are going to be quite effective. They're going to be able to pick off these roaches slowly but steadily, because it's really not that difficult to micro and kite these Zerg units. more Reapers on the way, and that is what SoundWeRRa is doing. He is just going to be pumping Reapers out of those 5 barracks, going to try to do as much damage as he can. And is that, oh, that Roach was able to micro away. Is SoundWeRRa going to go back and snipe it? I do think so. I believe he did just snipe that Roach, and a second Roach goes down as well. So both of those Roaches were taken out. One Roach on the high ground, going to prevent the Reapers from jumping up there very easily. And oh, that's a lot of Zerglings, and they are able to get a very effective surround on those 2 Reapers there. They both go down. And with the Roach on the high ground, nice placement of the Roach. Excellent, excellent micro by the Zerg player. FruitSeller was able to position his Roach on the high ground, able to get a lot of Speedlings to surround the Reapers, and Speedlings certainly, especially when they are in these high numbers, very effective against Reapers. And look at this, we've got about just under 24 Speedlings moving into the Terran base, and it doesn't look like they're going for any buildings. They are going to go for the Reapers. They're going to take out any straggling units, SCVs, Reapers, anything that might be available. These Reapers are able to effectively deal with these Zerglings. But you know what? Yeah, the Zerglings did go down, but that is not necessarily a victory for the Terran player, because just sacrificing, 20 or so Speedlings is forcing SoundWeRRa on the defensive. So SoundWeRRa is not able to do anything effective with his Reapers, and I mean that's what he's invested so heavily in. So this is sort of this is a big opportunity for FruitSeller, as if you're a Zerg player and you're going up against 5-Rax Reaper, this is how you counter it. He's done an excellent job of defending against these Reapers, but as I'm saying that, 5 more Reapers for SoundWeRRa moving into position. They are going to take out this Roach on the high ground, and these Speedlings, though, are able to push away, or are they? This is very close, very good micro as well by SoundWeRRa, moving and stopping to take out those Zerglings as well as he can. And here we go. This is the mineral line harassment. That's 4 drones down already. 5, 6. Uh-oh. This is bad news. 7 drones, 8 drones. This is not looking good for FruitSeller. Ring around the rosy with the Queen. We're looking at about 11 or 12, looking 13 maybe drones. That did go down total. So at this point, that was the first instance of really effective harassment by these Reapers, because up until this point, SoundWeRRa really was not able to do a lot with his Reapers, and again, as I've said before, I mean, he just invested so heavily in them. This is the follow-up, though, taking out the Destructible Rocks with these Marauders. The Marauders do have their Concussive Shell upgrade, and they're heading out across the map, and this is a race against the clock, as the Spire is 80% complete, and the Marauders really need to take it out, because they're going to be kind of screwed if a whole bunch of Mutalisks get on the map. And these Speedlings able to very effectively surround the Marauders with Roaches pummeling with Acid Spit from the back, and more reinforcing Terran units. But this is quite a strong Zerg force as well, as these Roaches are now on the offensive. These Roaches are pushing down the canal, able to focus down these straggler Marauders. 2 Marauders there with like 20 HP or less even. And these Roaches still trying to move in. They are going to get pushed away. But you know what? It's not the end of the world if these Roaches go down, because these Roaches really were used to buy time. As we can see, the Mutalisks are arriving. They produce in 33 units a time, so they are on the map as we speak. Leave 7 Mutalisks already, 2 more on the way. So this is how you effectively counter against the 5-Rax Reaper build, as these Mutalisks are moving in, and they are going to do some very effective mineral line harassment, because there is not a lot of anti-air whatsoever. SoundWeRRa ... He is baffled. He doesn't know what to do. He says GG, yo. So that is it. SoundWeRRa does go down, and very effective play by FruitSeller to not only defend against the early Reaper harassment, but to effectively counter and follow up with these Mutalisks. So I'm going to actually post a link to the replay file if you guys want to study this and really learn how to counter the 5-Rax Reaper build. And I guess that's all for today, guys. This is Hunter Starcraft here saying peace out.